We are live. I got a lot of crap up here. Look what just came in. Then I would have to bubble wrap it. But this is an excursion sticker for the top rack on top of the excursion. So I got excursion stickers. You are appreciated for tuning into my little channel over here. Someone called me a shill. My first time being called a shill. It was about a couple of days ago. It was on one of my, I think it was the show that I did about me no longer allowing chemical trails to stress me out. I'm just not going to do it. It was raining all day today, so that's why I have this fedora on. It's like really hard. This is a Stetson for the hat world. It's a Stetson. Yeah, Stetson. So do I talk this way to you guys, or do I go and talk this way? Boom. You know, I was thinking a lot about being called that. You know, someone calling me a shill. Someone didn't like what I had to say, and mind you, this is someone without even an avatar. Shield? Shill? Not a shell? Did I say shell? What? Let me see. Not a shield, a shill. S-H-I-L-L, yes, not a shell, a shill. Someone called me a shill. S-H-I, no, they don't add the T, they add another L. S-H-I-L-L, shill. I hope I spelled it right on the thumbnail. I've been getting a few donations, so I've been doing more than just my face in the thumbnail. You know, that's a little motivation always helps. So, you're an agent, a sellout. You are a horrible family man. Don't let anyone tell you different. You are an honorable family man. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I thought you were like using reverse psychology on me for a sec. And I was honorable. I thought you were horrible. But let me not be reading these things. Let me try to, you know, stay concise in my thoughts here. It did not bother me that the person called me a shill. I swear it didn't. But why am I not a shill? Why am I not an agent? Why am I not a puppet of the system? Is it because my value system is so amazing and my morals and values are just, man, this guy over here, you know? And mind you, I help women cross the street. Older men, older women, I've helped them. Somebody fell not too long ago. I ran and got the tissue, put the, you know, this old man fell down, cracked his head open. I didn't go for my cell phone. I went for a whole thing of tissue that I had in the glove box, slapped it right on his forehead, helped him right up, got him on a chair, got the people in the back to open up one of the washcloth, like a deli. They opened up a washcloth pack that they had, like a, well, not washcloth, just the small towels, kitchen towels. And they helped the guy. Then they wound up calling the ambulance. I left, I was like, okay, you good, sir? Sir, you all right? Just take a break. Because he was trying to just get up and go. I'm like, dude, you got blood running down your face. Just take a minute and just get yourself together. And, I helped that man out. And I try to do my best. Like, if I ever see someone drop money down on the floor, I'm going to say, you dropped something. But there was a time in my life, I remember I used to have a game room. And this was in East New York, Brooklyn. And a buddy of mine and I, we had this game room. And in this game room, there were 2 pool tables, and only 1 pool table worked. And there was like 6 machines, and only 2 machines worked. And in this game room, one day this guy comes in, and right next to him there's a $50 bill on the ground. And I put my foot over the $50 bill, and I stood there and I talked to the dude for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and he leaves. And I picked up the $50 bill. And about maybe 15 minutes later, he comes back and he says, yo, man, I think I dropped a $50 bill in here. And I was like, no, I didn't see it. And he was like, oh, okay. All right. So he left. And I have to tell you, man, I never did it again. I've had many opportunities. I never did it again. Even though I did find a wallet once before, and I threw the ID in the mailbox. The wallet and the ID in the mailbox, and I kept the $100 bill that was in there. I looked at it as if it was like, I'm sure he's glad he got his ID back. I looked at it like that. And when I had this game room, I was 22 years old. Going on, 23 years old. And I had it for 6 months. And let me just say this. It really bothered me that I did that to that man. And I made sure I never did that again. And it's so interesting how I haven't even thought about that in 30 years. Or 25 years. But that did happen. And I think about, what's stopping me from pushing someone's agenda. Oh, no one is asked. No one, my son, we talk about this kind of stuff, like COINTELPRO, and I'm a firm believer that a lot of the stuff that's going on are going on from the children of COINTELPRO. Like all these agents, they fall in love and have children. Like, Nipsey Hussle. Let's just take him for granted. And the only reason that really sparked that thought with Nipsey Hussle was the fact that his mother was too fine for that father. I mean, his mother, she's obviously was the most beautiful woman of her era. She's so damn fine. And you see the husband, you're like, how did that happen? Looks like a CIA couple to me. And they have children, and their children work, and they are told and taught ideologies and ways of thinking, and they're told, this is what we do. This is a family business. This is how we get down. that's something that I believe in, and I've like, talked about that, because I remember when I stopped listening to Nipsey Hussle because I just was putting way too many pieces of the puzzle together. It was becoming a little ridiculous. It was quite obvious that, you know, why even go there? We know what I'm talking about. Anybody, it's like you look, the fire engines that showed up were 66 and the ambulance was 33. And I'm not even into gematria. And then this paramedic jumps up on the, on the gurney, and is trying to resuscitate this person, and there was issues with the gloves, no gloves. Gloves are on, gloves are off. The police never roped off the scene except for where the newscast was standing on the scene. They didn't, if you're a First Amendment auditor in the state of California, the police will rope half the block off for an auditor, not a murder. Yes, audit and murder kind of, no. They would have roped off the whole block. They would have been looking at it from a bird's eye view. And then the wife didn't see him for like 6 days prior to this. No one cried at the Staples Center, wherever the hell that was at. Everyone was laughing and joking. Just the children of the powerful are working. It's family business. And I remember, so I talked a little bit about this with my son, and I remember he said, would you do something like that, Dad? And I had to be honest with him. And I said, son, I never was asked. And I never was raised by a father who did it, because you do what your father does. You want to be like your father? He's like, yes. I said, exactly. These people are living an adventure, I'm sure, in their minds. And they're patriots, of course. So that's all part of it. And it's like someone calling me a shill. I don't have any agenda that I'm pushing. I don't have a cause. I'm not an agent, because the only agenda I'm pushing at the moment is my own. All that I do is part of my purpose. I forgot to do this. I took this shirt out of storage. It's a 2XB. Fits. I have on some slacks from... I have some slacks on from storage, and it fits. So I'm pretty happy. Down to a 40, down to a 2XB. That makes me very happy. So the intermittent fasting is working. I'm doing what I can. This is an intermittent fasting channel, and but there are no rules. Are they? Well, there's a lot of rules, actually. But I never signed any demonetization papers or sent any of that in. That's why you don't see the cat symbol at the bottom of my lives, because I haven't done the rigmarole to... I want to stay under the radar. With my core is down to like 67. 67 hardcore people are interested in what I have to say. And then I have, that's because I'm not playing the numbers game. I'm not putting out 2 videos a week. And no longer I'm doing that. Put out 2 videos a week for 8 months to a year. You got yourself 10,000 subscribers if you do it right. And then if you're doing trending topics, or if you're doing all that kind of stuff, I just I'm not playing that game because I'm comfortable just talking to a few. So I'm not an agent. I'm not a shill. I'm not a sellout, nor have I sold out. And that's probably because no one is asked. What would you do if they came to you and asked you? What are you going to say? You're going to stand on your morals and your principles? What are morals and what are principles? Stuff that's been laid down by your mother and father. So, all the people that call everybody a shill, the only reason why they're not one is because they haven't been asked. And I'm not saying that you're not a puppet of the system. A lot of people are puppets of the system that, unbeknownst to themselves, they're not even in on it. They don't even know what's going on, but they're the puppets of the system. The things that they say, they're regurgitating, they're sock puppets. Somebody's got their hand up the crack of their, you know what, and then just mouthing everything that they're hearing as if it's their own original idea. Oh, you want to get under someone's skin? Let them tell you something and then just say, wait, that's not your thought. What do you think? Do you have original idea, or are you going to just sock puppet what you've heard as truism? Good way to lose a lot of friends. Boom, boom. I should step out and show you how handsome I look today. Look, you see those chairs back there? Because we've been going to, like, if we go to a restaurant and they don't allow you in for COVID, we just pull out the chairs with the table and we just eat in front of it. You are appreciated. Oh, I was going to step out and show you my shirt from 4 years ago. That fits now. I feel like it's, I don't know. I'm not going to beat myself up. You're still here. Let me go this way. Make sure you can't see my info. Oh, yes, you could. Jesus. This thing got Elvis Rosenberg and my mailing address, and I had it right on the dash for the world to see. So the swimming every day and the intermittent fasting has been working tremendously because I'm wearing clothes I haven't worn in 4 years. So still, 4 years ago I was fat, but now I'm just able to fit into my old clothes. It'd be nice if they had a big mirror over here. No, I haven't seen the tall people. I haven't even looked for the tall people, truthfully. All right. I've milked this long enough. Boom.